Hi, this is Vrinda. When the Prime Minister and his government spoke of India being a Vishwaguru, did you think that the country would one day be compared to the economies of the US, the UK, Germany, France and Japan, or to the economies of Pakistan, Bangladesh and Ethiopia? There is nothing wrong in being compared to these countries. After all, comparisons only make sense between those who are comparable. But was this the dream that was sold to the country in 2014? Those who were 18 in the year 2014 are now 30 years old. Can they claim to have seen the fruits of the BJP's grandiose promises? India has nearly 65% of its population below the age of 35. This data was given by Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, at the BRICS Youth Council Entrepreneurship Working Group meeting held in Indore. He was talking about the demographic strength of BRICS countries, where he underscored the fact that this group of countries represents nearly half of the world's population and that more than 50% of the population in these countries is below the age of 35. India alone has nearly 65% of its population below the age of 35, he said. This demographic strength gives BRICS countries an opportunity to shape the future of work, he said. Across BRICS nations, young people are already driving transformational change, he said. Is the youth of India driving transformational change? Is it even part of any transformational change? Is this a transformational fact that only 70% of students get placement at IIT Bombay? 40% of Indian graduates are unemployed. This is the latest data from Azim Premji University's State of Working India 2026 report. In the 15 to 29 age group, 40% of Indian graduates are unemployed. 20% graduates in the 25 to 29 age group are without a job. Only 7% male graduates manage to find a permanent salaried job within a year of graduating. In terms of white-collar jobs, the proportion is much worse, just 3.7%. This is the condition of the workforce in a country where the promise of demographic dividend and first-time voters has been at the forefront of a hugely popular leader's electoral campaign for 12 years. India often gets compared to Bangladesh these days in terms of its economic potential and performance. But there is another unlikely contender that is compared against India's economic growth, another BRICS member, Ethiopia. Would Mr. Mansukh Mandavia talk about the fact that in terms of US dollar growth, Bangladesh is the first, that too with an average per capita growth of 8.3% per annum. Ethiopia is second at 7.2%. And where is India? At the 16th spot with an average per capita growth rate of just 4.7%. Within the African continent, Ethiopia is the fastest growing economy. In Asia, the Indian rupee is the worst performing currency this year and was the worst performing currency in 2025 too. The Indian rupee has fallen by nearly 12% against the Pakistani rupee since Operation Sindoor. Not even a year has passed. It has also weakened against the Bangladesh taka during the same period, falling by nearly 10%. The Prime Minister talks a lot about the threat of Bangladeshi infiltrators. But has he ever spoken about the threat of the Indian rupee falling against the Bangladesh taka? There was no war last year. There was no war in September or July or August. But still, the rupee kept falling. The economy kept sliding under. The young kept losing their jobs and their savings. Still think these are your Acche Din? This is Vrinda.